Exciting time for the program. Just finishing up our preseason portion of the year, and we open up against a very good Tulsa team and Oral Roberts on the road. Should be a great test for our guys. I think this is a type of team with basically our whole starting lineup returning that it's time to start the season. They've done the work for the last 9 months. There's a lot of confidence, a lot of trust by the coaches as well as the players with each other, and looking forward to get after it. We were 11-4-4 last year, hoping, no pun intended, to eclipse that this year. So it'll be an interesting season as we get going here.
Good one. I don't know how to say.
Todd, there's obviously benefits in having much of your lineup back. Are there challenges too in trying to get them back to a point where they were close to the end of last season when you're playing pretty well? And what would those be?
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we played. We played a very good Creighton team, ranked in the top 15 in the country in preseason at home a few days ago at McClymonds, and then turned around and went to Chicago and played another NCAA tournament team. I felt challenging these guys, and we did that in the spring as well. Played some very, very good competition. Most important thing for a returning group like this is first to come in fit. We're not here all summer. Most of our guys are out playing competitive soccer. It's nice to have the guys relatively healthy. Of the returning players, except for a couple existing issues, everybody's been healthy through preseason and putting in a lot of good work. And the challenge is to get them back up to the speed that they were playing in that Big Ten final against Maryland. And something they knew at the end of last season, was tough on them. By RPI, it looked like we'd probably be in the NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, we were the outside looking in, and I think these guys are really looking forward to the season starting. And the bond, we've got a lot of seniors, a lot of returning players, a lot of minutes into these guys, and some special players. Chris Mueller's up for the Herman, which is the top award in collegiate soccer. He's a returning All-American, but Tommy, Mark, Mike, I go through the list. Alex Masbrook, Endo O'Neill. I mean, we've got a lot of returning talent there. They're made for the Big Ten. We have some great challenges coming up. We've got Grand Canyon opening up at home here a week from Saturday, which will be a tough test for us. And then we get into our Big Ten and our midweek games against some of our rivals. So looking forward to it.
I know you touched on it a little bit, but with all these returning guys, with the guys that had the experience last year on that team, from an emotional aspect, I mean, how hungry are they? Are they do they have the drive? Are they ready to go? How are they feeling emotionally?
I forget, one of the soccer publications, had us as one of the, whatever it was, 5 most hungry teams, as it were. I don't know the exact terminology, but these guys are hungry. Anytime you play in a Big Ten final and come in second place in men's soccer in the Big Ten, the assumption is you're not only going to be in the NCAA tournament, you're probably going to be a seeded team. And unfortunately, it was a bit of a down year for the Big Ten in terms of RPI, and then some of our other games didn't add up at the end of the day, unfortunately, and that can happen in sport. The nice thing is basically most of our team returns with an opportunity to correct that. And I think the guys are very, very focused and really looking forward to getting out there. And on top of that, we've brought in some good new pieces as well. You hear Coach Sheffield talk about his freshmen. We don't need a lot of help from our freshmen, but we're going to get a lot of help. There's some good players, I've said, is this the best team I've had since I've been here? The proof's in the pudding as the season goes on, but there's no question it's the deepest team we've had here. We've got a lot of experience in a lot of places and some good new pieces.
I know it's been a big challenge with Sam Brotherton leaving. Who are you kind of relying on to fill that hole?
Well, we brought in a Swedish defender, a transfer from Central Connecticut, Robin, and Robin's done a nice job slotting in. Sam was a big loss, great player. We wished him well on his way out the door. He had a tremendous opportunity, being the first player ever in the history of men's soccer in the United States to sign with a Premier League team at Sunderland. We still hear from him. He was at the Confederations Cup, but Robin has stepped in. Fortunately, Alex Masbrook is 8 months off of ACL reconstruction. He's back. He looks great. So that was the only change. And in fact, quite a few people who know our program watched us in Chicago the other day, and they said, "Boy, it doesn't look any different. You have a big, strong left-sided central defender. His name's not Brotherton. His name's Robin." So that's worked out well so far.
What did you pick out from the 2 exhibition games? Anything that you see that is something that needs addressing early, or anything positive? What were your takeaways there?
Kind of to get back into the Sam Brotherton, we needed to get the back 4 functioning again, with Alex having been out in the spring and a new piece there, and we spent a lot of time on that. The attacking part usually is the last to come. We saw some bits and pieces, much better in our second exhibition game. We'll be working on that a lot this week. But it's, it's a fun team to be around because they know us and we know them. You always want a comfort level with your players, and I think we've got that. And as we continue to build in some of these young guys, and there's competition for playing time, which is important, we're just really excited.